Then a cat came out. And the cat hid in a cave because she saw the bat. And then she fell asleep in the cave. A fox named Ash came out of a bush. And he punched the vampire in the face, and she flew all the way to the end of the forest. Then a fox with red fur named Victoria leaped out of a tree hole and chased after Jewel. A princess fairy baby flew out of her home, and everyone saw her fly by with her beautiful dress and her collar with her name on it. And then Shadow tried to eat Princess Fairy Baby because he thought she was a bug. Then Jewel runs into Shadow. Then Diamond jumps back into the tree. And Ash and Victoria live together in a hollow tree. And they have a pet panda. Stormy Skies comes out and looks at the foxes. Then Shadow flies around Stormy Skies' head. And she says,
"If you do that again, I'll create a storm."
Jewel jumps up. But apparently he has wings. And then he flew down to the ground and took a rest. Vambet. And then Vambet's eyeballs fell out. The cat heard the noise and woke up. She saw the vampire and was so scared when she saw the vampire she went back in the cave and hid. Then everyone else starts moving around. And then Elsa comes out. And she forms Olaf. Then Olaf punched Elsa in the belly and everyone and everything froze. Diamond's head grew back. And it's the only thing that's not frozen except for Elsa and Vambet's eyeballs. Diamond says,
"Why isn't Elsa frozen? How did everybody get this way?"
Then Shadow bit his way out of the ice and tried to eat Vambet's eyeballs, but they rolled away. So he started chasing for them, and Elsa froze the eyeballs with her ice powers so Shadow could eat them. They disappeared. Jewel broke out of the ice, and he ran after Shadow. He catches him and says, then a red light shoots out of his horn, and Shadow falls down and bumps his head. Diamond realizes that she's frozen, and so she melted all the ice with her magical collar. Then Jewel fights Shadow. After everyone was unfrozen, Princess Fairy Baby was asleep. And then she woke up and flew out of her home, and she used her magical powers to stop the fighting. But Shadow was scared of her magic powers, and he flew away to his home in the tree. Then Vambet, Jewel, and Diamond all played music. Then Shadow, he found a giant mosquito and ate it. Then Jewel chases Elsa. Jewel chases Elsa, but she froze him. The cat came out, at least a month or a week, and she tries to find Diamond, but she can't, because Diamond dug a really deep hole and the cat can't dig. Stormy Skies. Then Stormy Skies throws Halloween treats at everyone. Then Diamond runs off the stage and shakes people's hands in the audience. Then she comes back on stage Takes a little while to get back on the stage. There she is. And then she throws paper and fruit and candy at the audience. Then Jewel fell. Well, off the mat, guys, off the mat. Jewel fell off the stage. His ice cracked. And he shook hands with the audience. And then he ran back on stage. And then Ash came out. And Ash fell down in some molten lava for a whole year. And after a year, he came out. Shadow had gotten so fat from eating that mosquito that he falls over onto a tree and knocks it down into the molten lava. The cat woke up again. And when she was outside of the cave, she saw the tree out of place and thought someone must have fell in the lava. Then Vambet grew back her eyeballs, but this time her eyes were lasers. And then she said,
I can stop it. Watch out, everybody. Blue is really hot over here. Do you feel that, everybody?
and everybody says, then Elsa forms a home for Olaf, and he went home and took a nap. Then Victoria started trying to catch Jewel. And then Jewel walks around Diamond's home, and he looks inside to see if she's still there. And then Princess Fairy Baby over here, she finds a boy fairy baby, and he's a prince, and they get married to each other. Then Ash comes out, and he pulls on Vambet's wings for a whole year. But she just doesn't budge. Then Shadow caught on fire and died. Then Diamond uses her magical collar to bring Shadow back to life. But Shadow kicks her in the belly, and it turns into nighttime, and everyone goes to sleep. Diamond goes back in her hole because it's nighttime. Olaf comes out of his home, and he falls down on the ground. And then he says,
why is everybody sleeping?
Then Shadow woke up. He ate another big mosquito. He gets really fat again and runs into Diamond's tree again and knocks it down into the molten lava. Then he barfs on Ash. Over here. Stormy Skies woke up at nighttime, and she played music with Vambet, who also woke up. And then Vambet gets married to Dracula. Jewel wakes up. He digs a hole, and then he goes back to sleep in it. Then, after a month or a week, the cat comes out, and she finds a new cave to live in and moves out of the old cave she used to live in. Then Vambet and Elsa start dancing. Princess Fairy Baby dances too. Then Olaf asks,
why are you guys dancing?
and Vambet says,
Because I like dancing in the night.
and Princess Fairy Baby says,
Because it makes me sparkle in the night.
it turns out that Jewel and Diamond were friends. They shake hands. Then Shadow flies around Stormy Sky's head again. Then Jewel chased after Shadow,